how do we get those loans? Like, I mean, and Egypt. What do you mean it's a gold? Why? Why?
So much resources and economy.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Borascom is a telecom company. All Egyptian.
Okay, so please, everyone, welcome Congresswoman Grace Meng. She sits on the Appropriations Committee. She was the vice chairman of the Democratic Party. She is our Congresswoman in Queens. Woohoo! So, Grace, tell us a little bit about your background.
So I get asked this question a lot, right? How and why did I get involved in politics? And my background, my story is a little different. I had zero intention of going into politics. I never even took a political science class. It's ironic because my sister was a political science major. But, I had zero interest. I did realize at a young age, as a daughter of immigrants, that even though that wasn't like an official political science curriculum, that was one way that I, as a young person, could help my family and help people around me. I was honestly really naive about the process. I did not know much about politics at all. I didn't know much about Queens politics, and decided that I, as a recent law school graduate, could run against the incumbent and do a better job. And the first time I failed, and the second time, 2 years later, I tried again.
What are some of the other aspects in empowering women?
I'm working on an issue called menstrual equity. So I had a junior high school student write to me a while ago. She said that, did you know that women in homeless shelters can't get access to pads and tampons? And I never thought about it. I was always fortunate growing up, never thought twice about access to these products. But as I learned more from her and through our research, I learned that this affected women in homeless shelters, women in prisons who had to ration their products, and even in our schools and around the world. So on appropriations, we actually work a lot. Our subcommittee, State and Foreign Operations, works a lot on providing resources, and it's very bipartisan in a way, on helping programs that go towards global aid and helping to alleviate poverty. We are lucky. We are from a big city, very accessible. One of the most common complaints I hear from Americans around the country, especially in rural areas, is that their grandchildren are their top export in their community. And these are folks that have had their grandchildren move away, that they haven't been able to see them because their kids couldn't get a job locally like they had maybe for the last 3 generations in their family, where factories are closing down. And so these are areas of America that we really need to pay more attention to, and we have to continue to do more work in those areas around the country here. Something that's not necessarily women focused, but will help women and help New York actually, is the census. The census will be done as is required by the Constitution in 2020. New York underperformed 10 years ago. In 2010, we lost 2 congressional seats. According to the census numbers that New York provided, it said that Long Island City and Astoria lost population. And anyone who lives in New York knows that is absolutely untrue. And so we all collectively, the business community, government, education, we need to work more closely together to make sure that we are filling out the census adequately, because that literally helps give us funding for schools and infrastructure, hospitals. It's so important for us here in New York and the rest of the country as well.
So what do you do on your free time? What's Grace Meng doing on Saturday afternoon?
This is my free time. I have 2 boys, ages 9 and 11. Life is really crazy, right? So I don't really have a lot of free time, because anytime I'm not working or at an event, I run home to spend time with my kids and my dog, my Bounce, and my husband too. He's my 3rd kid.
Okay. Everybody, let's give a hand. Woohoo! If I was in Queens, I would vote for you. 100%. 100%.
Whoever feels like that should move to Queens.
Oh, yeah. Anything, and I'm trying to do niche things as well. special envelope for women and for ethnic communities who are viable, but
Damn.
you know it's not. Right. So Asian